Welcome to Voice of the Inland Empire, your weekly adventure into the who, what, where, and why of our local communities. Today we are joined right here at Charlie's Stars and Stripes by Paul C Dickau, who is the founder and executive director of Helping Hands Pantry. And we all know that hunger is one of the biggest challenges facing the Inland Empire. In fact, San Bernardino County, I believe, ranks as second worst in the country. And we're going to learn how this gentleman and his team are feeding 10 to 15,000 people a week, and what you can do in a very small amount of time to make a really big impact. It's going to be a great show, so don't go away. We will be right back. Hi, I'm Ron Stark, known as the voice of the Inland Empire. We've been on the air for almost 20 years, interviewing and discussing important people, places, and things in the IE. Our show was recently covered by Inland Empire magazine. Check us out on Charter Cable or visit our website at voiceoftheinlandempire.com or on Facebook or YouTube by searching Voice of the Inland Empire. It is that time of the show when we say hello to today's guest, and we are joined by Paul C Dickau, who is the founder and executive director of Helping Hands Pantry. And I'm sure from the name you have a sense of what they do, but I guarantee you don't have a sense of the scope of what they do. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ron. It's good to be here.
When we hear Helping Hands Pantry, we think hunger, we think people that don't have enough and that you're somehow supporting them. And I think pantry in your name makes me initially think of something small, but how many people do you serve a week?
10 to 14,000 every week.
That's not small. I have trouble feeding my family every week. So tell us a little bit about who and what Helping Hands Pantry is and who you serve.
Well, Helping Hands Pantry, we're an organization that provides, as you said, food, but other household items to people in the community who need it. The people we serve, most of them there's a job in the household, and sometimes 2 or 3, but for whatever reason, their income isn't matching what their expenses are. Maybe there's been a loss of hours on a job, maybe they've had a big expense. So most people are working, but they're coming to us because they get to a point where they're making the decision, do we feed the kids or pay the electric bill?
So a lot of these people are already on food stamps, but maybe that's just not enough to fill the gap?
Well, some are, some aren't. I mean, people can fall into the problem where they have that gap for a lot of reasons. Nowadays, most people in America are kind of living on the edge, paycheck to paycheck type of thing.
So one big surprise, and like, my kids are grown and gone, so I can live on beans and rice.
Right.
But when I was raising them, they kind of wanted to eat on a regular basis.
Exactly. And so that's what happens. Yeah, maybe they are on food stamps and something also happens, or a lot of them aren't. They're out there working. And something we've been seeing for the past 7 or 8 years, when the economy was down, you'd have a lot of people where maybe just the hours got cut. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they were doing fine, but now their hours are cut, they're looking for another job, or they're looking some way to get a few more hours, and they just run into that little place where it's okay, now they're short of money.
So what kind of foods is it like walking into a small grocery store? How does it work?
Basically, when people come in, we have several different programs, and if they come into the pantry, which is where most of the families come in to pick up food, we basically have stuff prepared for them. Okay, and we base that upon how large the family is of the group that's coming in. First time people come in, they just fill out a questionnaire for us, they sign up, and then they come in from there and we go ahead and give them groceries according to what it is. And it's what we have, because we never know exactly for sure
what we're
going to
get. Right, and that's going to change from week to week, month to month.
Exactly.
But I like that. Based on the size of the family and the need, you have a prepared package for them.
Correct.
So we're almost out of time in this segment, but Paul, you're the founder. Why? What led you to do something that is really so noble for our community?
Well, I was going to a church in Redlands, and our church had gotten to a point where there's a school attached to it, and we'd given the community service building to that school because they needed it. So we weren't doing anything in the community. So I'd heard about from one of the other people a building where 3 other churches were sharing it to give out food in the community, and went down there, checked it out, and just agreed to be the 4th church. Do it another day. So basically, each church had a day that they gave stuff out. It was just a way, to get us out doing something. Well, while we were doing it, we started to notice a few things. First of all, we were all excited. I mean, the first week, we helped like 8 families, but then it grew up to where we were helping about 180. And we noticed a couple of things, though. I mean, we thought we were doing this wonderful stuff, but we're like, wow, we're here in Redlands. We have more people coming to us from Fontana than we have coming from Redlands, and a whole lot more from San Bernardino. And then we're like, well, if there's that much need out there and people are willing to come this distance, why aren't there more people coming? So we started looking at that. We came to realize that basically you determine how big you are by how much stuff you bring in. I mean, people are kind of savvy. They know if the line's a certain length, there's no reason even to stop because they're not going to get food. You're going to run out. So you kind of determine by how much food you pick up, how many people are coming to you. So we made 2 commitments. We said, okay, number 1, we're going to go to where the need's at. And in our area, the Norton neighborhoods of San Bernardino is the greatest need. Okay. The
So
other
that's where you're physically located now.
That's where our pantry is now physically located, yes. And the other thing was we made the commitment, we don't want to turn anybody away. And not that we were overtly turning people away, but we were...
But unintentionally, because the line was long, they knew you'd run out of food, so what's the point?
Exactly, Ron. So the first thing we did when we moved to the Norton neighborhoods, we started opening up 5 days a week. And we started doing the food in such a way that if you were the last person to get there at the end of the day and came up right as we're getting ready to close the door, you still got food the same as if you're the first people.
Nice. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to hear more about your beginnings and then talk about the other really cool programs that you guys have in place.
Sounds great, Ron.
So don't go away. We will be right back. We are back and coming to you from one of my favorite places in the world, Charlie's Stars and Stripes in Old Town Upland. Come on by sometime. Almost every night they have specials, live music on Fridays and Saturdays, and many nights you might just find me here having dinner and a drink. And if you do, come by and say hello. Today we are chatting with Paul C Dickau, who is the founder and executive director of Helping Hands Pantry. And Paul, we talked a little bit about your beginnings and that you have a physical location in San Bernardino feeding 10 to 15,000 people a week, which is a number I can't even get my head around. But you've got some other really cool programs to help people in need.
Yes, we noticed we started having homeless people coming to us at our location. Just a handful of the ones that lived around where we were at. And so we started looking into that. And we came to find out, there's a lot of homeless out there. And there are a lot of different programs for them, but they tended to either be ones where people would go out to them maybe 1 day a week or 1 day a month, take pizza or something out, or if they were open more often, they were like we were. You're in one location, so you only had a few people coming to us. So we started up a program called Living on the Streets, where we have a truck and trailer that drives around, stops at the same places at the same time every day, 365 days a year.
The homeless people know where you're going to be and when.
Exactly. And we're going to the places they already tend to hang out. So it becomes something where they can come and get food every day. And like during the warm weather like we have now, we'll give them as much water as they can carry.
Now let me ask you a question. Are you getting any pushback from the cities over that?
Not really, because what we do is we make sure that we stop on private property where we have permission to be on. If we're stopping in parks and stuff, yes, you would have problems. That happens. And I've known other people that did, and talking to them, came to realize there's a couple things we needed to do. We needed to make sure we weren't doing prepared food, because then you have health issues. And then if you're on public property, any change of the wind, a person changes in government or anywhere, and they can throw you out. Right. So we did. We went around and found people who were wanting to help. We're more than willing to have us stop on their property and give out from there, and then we give out groceries to them.
And you have 2 other programs.
Yes, we also have a program for students. We do a lot of college students. A good friend of mine had told me that he almost dropped out of college a couple of times because he got so hungry while he was in college. So we started up a program for that. And
that's one of those things that helps break the cycle.
It does.
Get these kids by hook or crook through school so they can then take care of themselves and become productive members of society. And if feeding them along the way is what it takes, well, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Exactly. And sometimes some of the students that we're helping are ones who aren't getting a lot of support for getting an education. So I mean, they're taking this huge step out there to do these things. You know, somebody shouldn't go hungry just to go through school.
Right, I agree. And then my favorite is you have a or multiple community gardens.
We have 2 community gardens in Redlands, because like I said, that's where we started. And we grow some of the food that we give out. From the very beginning, we wanted to make sure we were giving out as much healthy food as possible. Getting junk food is the easiest thing to get donated. So we started growing some of it ourselves. Now, things are great now because with all the local growers donate to us. So we're able to give out a lot of good healthy produce and that. But yeah, we have 2 gardens, and we work those year round.
Nice.
In Southern California.
Now, if someone is watching this show and says, this is the kind of organization I'd like to get involved with, can they? And really, I know a lot of people think I'm just one person. How much can I really do?
Glad you asked that, Ron. It's a great question because yes, people can get involved. All they have to do is go to helpinghandspantry.org. That's helpinghandspantry.org. And on there, it gives all the different things they can do. They can, get in contact if they want to be at the gardens, if they want to be at the Living on the Streets program. Our warehouse is open 7 to 3, 365 days a year, and people can just drop in and come down and help if they want to. But a couple of years ago, we started keeping very, very accurate track of what the volunteers do. And we get that question all the time. What can I do?
Yeah, I'm just one person.
One person.
I'm overwhelmed. I can't do anything that's going to make a difference.
Exactly. And San Bernardino, second highest rate of poverty of any place in the country. Yeah, so they wonder. Well, what we came to find out from keeping that track is for every 1 hour that somebody volunteers, that there's 11 people in the community that are getting that gap filled.
For 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
So if you can just give 1 hour a week, even 1 hour a month, you're helping 11 souls that need and deserve it. Exactly. Paul, hats off to you and your entire organization for what you do. And please keep us posted as you continue to expand your good deeds.
Thank you, Ron. Well,
don't go away. We will be right back. Hi, I'm Ron Stark, known by many as the voice of the Inland Empire. But I also own one of the fastest growing, most creative ad agencies in the region, Voice Marketing. Check us out online. We work with clients ranging from the county of San Bernardino to the star of the hit TV show Hoarders. We specialize in both business-to-business and business-to-consumer marketing. If you'd like more customers, call or email me personally, and let's talk. We are joined by a returning friend, Jolene Hauser, who is one of the owners of the Eagle's Nest Gallery in Old Town Upland and is a board member of the Historic Downtown Upland Merchants Association and a critical player in Family Fun Night in Old Town Upland. And Jolene, last time you were on, you were telling us about all the cool stuff with Family Fun Night and the Kids Zone. We're now in October. What's going on at Family Fun Night that's new and different?
Well, we had so much fun with the kids, and we thought when that was over, what are we going to do now? And so we have 2 things going on. We have some kids back again.
Okay, I like kids.
We have a pattern.
Medium rare. I'm just kidding, no cards or letters.
They're called the Rock Stars of Tomorrow, and this is a group that the location of the music camp is what they call it, music boot camp, and that's in Norco and also Rancho Cucamonga, and maybe coming to Upland. We'd like to see that. But anyhow, these students can go to the school and they say they want to learn to play guitar, or they want to play keyboard, or they want to just learn more about the music business. Whatever they want to do, there are teachers there to get them started. And then as they develop on their instrument or whatever they are doing, singing or whatever, they start matching them up with these kids like the same kind of music, have the right sound, and pretty soon they have a band.
Oh, that is cool.
Yes.
And is that what we're going to be enjoying in the gazebo during Family Fun Night?
Well, actually, it's going to be down south of the gazebo.
Okay.
Because we expect that there'll be crowds enough, they need more room. And and the bands probably need more room.
So you're going to set up like a little stage?
Yes, something like that.
Nice.
Down there. And there'll usually be 2 or 3 bands a night, and these are mostly fairly young kids. They have some that have started as young as 4.
Wow.
But they're not like noisemakers. They know what they're doing. Some of these kids have played at the Whiskey A Go-Go, and they've played at House of Blues. So these are musicians, even though
Wow.
they're young. They're
These are the kids, you get their autograph now. It might be worth something on
That's
eBay
right.
later.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it may be worth something almost now. I mean, they are not just beginners.
So people can come out, bring their lawn chairs, you know, whether the music's down the street or in the gazebo, wherever it is. I love to bring my lawn chair, go to one of the street food vendors, get something to eat, sit down, enjoy the food, be outside, listen to the music. It's
Exactly.
wonderful.
So they can do just that, get their food, they can walk by all the craft vendors, they'll have time, and then on down to the music.
To the music,
The
that's
music's
awesome.
going to go each week unless we find it needs some changing along the way, but it'll go from 6 to 9.
Perfect.
The market starts at 5. they
So
have
that's
time.
great. So you have time
Yes.
to wander around,
Yes.
buy your goodies, get some fresh fruits or veggies, get something to eat, and then go enjoy some music.
Exactly.
I love it. Now, the market itself in the month of October is changing a little. Is that right?
Yes, we're trying something we haven't done before, and that's a holiday boutique for the entire month of October. And that, I think it's kind of rare to have something go on that long. And so this gives not only the vendors an opportunity, but the customers an opportunity to come down, start some early shopping. If they see something they like, they can maybe go home and think about it and come the next week and get it. Or if they maybe want something in a different color or a different style,
They
these
can
vendors-
order it?
Exactly.
I love that. And in October, that's a great month for it because you can start getting stuff if you're doing gift giving for Thanksgiving or you're having the family over to your house and you want some cool stuff to decorate. Do some early Christmas shopping or Hanukkah shopping or whatever your holiday is.
Yes, whatever.
I love that. So it's going to be a boutique atmosphere the whole
Yes.
month of October.
We've asked the vendors to decorate however they want to, whatever holiday they pick to decorate. And another thing we have coming is a horse and Cinderella carriage to offer rides. And she says she can decorate that in multiple different
All right.
ways. And
So
probably
if someone wants information on Family Fun Night or any of the goings on in Old Town Upland, how can they get it?
Our website is historicdowntownupland.org. We have a Facebook page, Historic Downtown Upland. They can find both phone numbers and email on either of those sites.
All right. So check it out, historicdowntownupland.org. And I'm out almost every Thursday, so come on out for Family Fun Night. And if you see me, say hi. Thanks, Jolene.
Thank you.
We will be right back. Hi, I'm Ron Stark. I own one of the fastest growing, most creative ad agencies in the region, Voice Marketing. Check us out online at voicemktg.com. We work with clients ranging from the county of San Bernardino to the star of the hit TV show Hoarders. Call or email me personally at the phone number or email address below, and check out my TV show, Voice of the Inland Empire, on Charter Cable and online. This weekend, I get to visit 2 beautiful regional parks. Right now, we're at Mojave River Forks Regional Park, and next we'll be visiting Mojave Narrows Regional Park. Both of these are right off the 15 freeway, where we're at right now, just outside of Hesperia, and the next just above Victorville. So today, let's take a look at Mojave River Forks Regional Park and see what we can find. If you love the serenity of the desert, this is the place to be. With RV camping with full hookups, tent camping, and even an equestrian campground. Camping with a group? Check out Juniper Flats, where you can have 25 or more people all gathered around to enjoy a fun day or weekend or longer in the beauty of nature here at Mojave Forks Regional Park. And if you really like roughing it and want to experience nature in a much more intimate way, their many tent-only campsites are perfect for that wonderful adventure in nature. Check out this view from my campsite here at Mojave Forks Regional Park. There is nothing like the majestic beauty of nature. I've enjoyed my time here at Mojave Forks Regional Park, and if you like the beauty of the desert, I know you will enjoy it here as well. Now I'm on my way right up the road to Mojave Narrows Regional Park, where we'll enjoy some time on the water. I am here at Mojave Narrows Regional Park, just outside of Victorville and a short drive from anywhere in the Inland Empire. And when I say paradise, I'm not kidding. This is the view behind me from my campsite, literally right on the water. They have RV camping with full hookups, dry camping, tent camping, fishing, and, well, let's just take a tour and see everything that Mojave Narrows Regional Park has to offer. Bring your fishing poles and throw out a line and enjoy that wonderful exhilaration of catching the big one. And when you do catch that big one, bring it to one of the fish cleaning stations and get it ready. There's lots of barbecues in this park where you can prepare yourself a delicious fish dinner. And speaking of a fish dinner, how about one of these wonderful picnic sites overlooking the beauty and majestic river flowing by? What a beautiful place to spend a sunny afternoon. There is a large meadow area for all kinds of sports and fun, along with disc golf, one of my favorite games because I can't actually do real golf. And as always, everything is adjacent to the river flowing by. Like to ride? Be sure to check out the Mojave Narrows Stables and Equestrian area while you're enjoying your time here at Mojave Narrows Regional Park. Along with all the other activities, bring the kids to the play area. On a hot day like today, what better way for the kids to cool off than at the splash pad? That looks so nice. I think I may even go for a run. Horseshoe Lake aptly gets its name because it is in the form and shape of a giant horseshoe, and it is absolutely beautiful and stunning. And if Horseshoe Lake isn't enough for you, be sure to come by and check out the tranquil setting at Pelican Lake, just adjacent to the equestrian area. There is so much to see and do here at Mojave Narrows Regional Park. Whether you come for the day or camping for the weekend, I know it's a trip that you will truly enjoy. I hope to see you here soon at Mojave Narrows Regional Park. Hi, I'm Ron Stark. I own one of the fastest growing, most creative ad agencies in the region, Voice Marketing. Check us out online at voicemktg.com. We work with clients ranging from the county of San Bernardino to the star of the hit TV show Hoarders. Call or email me personally at the phone number or email address below, and check out my TV show, Voice of the Inland Empire, on Charter Cable and online. We are here with one of my favorite people in the world, Alexis Farley, who is the event coordinator here at Charlie's Stars and Stripes. And Alexis, we are so grateful that you allow us to shoot here in the back room of Charlie's. But there's still so many people that don't know about this place. And you've been here almost since they opened more than 2 years ago. For someone who's not been here, tell me about Charlie's.
We are a restaurant and bar, and we have great food, great servers, lots of locals. People bring their families here, people stay here late at night and have great drinks, and we also have this awesome back party room back here.
And you know, you're right. And Charlie's is one of those unique places that's really restaurant and bar. I know when my kids come to visit, they love to eat here. And I'm here many nights a week for dinner.
Yeah.
And you have all kinds of events going on in the restaurant area and food specials.
Yes, we have food specials throughout the week, steak night, Taco Tuesday, burger night, and then we have trivia, karaoke. So we have some awesome things.
And most Fridays and Saturday nights you have live music.
Awesome,
And
all
dancing.
awesome bands. Yeah.
Yeah, they are awesome. But now tell us about this room we're sitting in. People can rent this room out and have private parties here.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of private parties, but we are pretty much just catering to our locals. So we're trying to get it out there so that way other people can enjoy it as well. So we have a great private back room back here with a bar and lounge seating and a great table seating.
And lots of TVs.
Lots of TVs, so people can have sports parties if they'd wanted to, or whatever else.
And if someone has a group here and you're catering and doing the food, obviously, you don't even charge to rent the room.
No charge to rent the room, and we have some great food options to do like a buffet style party.
Yeah, and I've seen your catering menu. So you've got buffet style, you've got the taco man, your sliders here, by the way, are deadly.
Oh my gosh, so good.
If someone wants information on how to rent this room or anything about Charlie's, how do they get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me by just sending me an email, or you can call the restaurant and leave a message and I'll contact you.
All right, and those are on the screen. So email Alexis or give them a call, and hopefully we'll see you here at Charlie's Stars and Stripes. What a great show. I so enjoyed visiting with all of our guests, and I especially want to thank you for tuning in and joining us. And please, remember to set your DVR so you never miss another episode of Voice of the Inland Empire. Or if you'd like to be able to watch 24/7, check out our website where we have our current shows and a whole archive of past shows. And while you're there, drop us a line. We love to hear from you. What you like about the show, what you don't like about the show, or maybe even thoughts or ideas for show guests. Our guests need to have topics of broad general interest and be non-commercial in nature. Or if you prefer the more traditional means of contact, just give us a call at 909-746-8846. That's 909-746-8846. So until next time, this is Ron Stark reminding you to be productive, care for your world and the people around you, work hard, find time for fun, but always remember to give back whatever and whenever you can. Until next time, goodbye for now.